Bangungot sa China, mga kapatid, ang ginawang largest ever war drills ng Amerika at ng Pilipinas. Yan ay ayon mismo rito sa report na ating panonoorin ngayon. Ito, nasa title na nga nila, US-Philippines hold largest ever war drills becoming China's nightmare. Bangungot ng China mula sa first post, mga kapatid. Ito, basahin natin saglit. Yan o. US-Philippines hold largest ever war drills becoming China's nightmare. Bangungot ng China, mga tol. The United States and the Philippines held their largest ever balikatan exercise in the West Philippine Sea, Balikatan 2025. So, the participation of more than 15,000 troops where the US Marines, the US Navy, and the US Air Force also took part. Japan and Australia joined the exercise as military observers. The Philippines also deployed its land and maritime forces along with fighter jets and special forces. During the drills, the troops participated amphibian assault operations, maritime domination drills, air combat patrols, live fire drills, and search and rescue operations. The drills were also held near the Scarborough Shoal and the Spratly Islands, where China has been the aggressor. During the exercise, there was also a flag face-off on the Sandy Cay Island, where China and the Philippines planted their respective flags on the island, raising tensions near the Taiwan Strait. Yan ang sabi rito, mga kapatid. So paano to naging bangungot ng China, mga kapatid? Dahil nga, alam nyo naman, ang China ay tinaguri ang land-grabbing dragon. Isang higanting bansa na ang gusto ay mang-agaw ng teritoryong hindi naman kanila. At kinakaya-kaya lang yung mga maliliit na bansa tulad ng Pilipinas. Diba? Pero dahil nga tayo ay merong alyansa sa higanting bansa tulad nila na para sa China ay bully din. Diba nga sabi ni Xi Jinping, binubully daw sila ng Amerika. Di pareho silang bully. Diba? Yung pangarap ng China na makuha ang kabuuan ng South China Sea ay tila ba isang panaginip na lamang. Bangungot pa nga ang nangyari. Kaya nga sabi rito, yung exercise o largest war drills na ginawa ng Pilipinas at ng Amerika ay naging bangungot ng China. Lalo pa ngayon, mga tol, na napatunayan na sa aktual na labanan kung gaano pala kalakas itong BrahMos missile na kung saan ay meron na ang Pilipinas. Habang napatunayan din sa aktual na labanan na yung mga weapon ng China, mga Chinese-made weapon, mga tol, wala palang kwenta. Dahil yun mismo yung ginagamit ng Pakistan. Diba? So ngayon, panoorin natin to mula rito sa first post.
A military exercise has caught the attention of China. Warships and fighter jets have been buzzing the waters of the West Philippine Sea.
Caught attention talaga sa kanila yan.
Troops and tanks have been leading mock assault missions. The Indo-Pacific region is now in the focus because the region is witnessing a major geopolitical game.
Diba? Dinala rito sa Pilipinas yung bukod dun sa Typhoon na inaalmahan nila rito. Dinala rin dito yung Nemesis, diba? Ang dami pang mga dinala rito, dineploy dito eh. At iniwan muna ng US dito, mga tol. Inaalmahan ng China yun. Dati hindi nila pinapansin yung BrahMos. Yung BrahMos talagang binili na ng Pilipinas yun. Ngayon, dagdag bangungot nila kasi napatunayan nila, matindi pala BrahMos. Na hindi kayang ma-intercept ng ating mga ating mga anti-missile system dahil yung meron silang gano'n na nakadeploy sa sa Pakistan bumili yung Pakistan sa kanila hindi kinayang ma-intercept ang BrahMos.
This region is preparing for war. Maybe not openly, but definitely symbolically.
Symbolically. The biggest balikatan ever. Taon-taon naman yan sinasagawa.
The exercise was hosted by the Philippines. The drills were called Balikatan, which means shoulder to shoulder in Filipino. And this year's exercise was the biggest one yet. More than 14,000 troops took part. The participants included soldiers from the Philippines and the United States, But for the first time ever, Japan and Australia also took part in the drills. And the kind of weaponry deployed for the exercise was nothing short of warlike preparations. One aircraft carrier was sent to the West Philippine Sea. Fighter jets routinely carried out sorties. Destroyers and frigates patrolled the high seas. The drills were held on multiple Filipino islands, including Palawan, which is just 200 kilometers away from the Chinese-occupied Spratly Islands. Live fire drills were also conducted in Ilocos Norte, the Filipino province which faces Taiwan.
These initiatives are not solely about
So tatlong part na yan, yung pinakita rito sa mapa. Palawan, tas dito banda, at saka rito sa Ilocos Norte. Pero lahat yan kasi nakaharap dito sa West Philippine Sea o nasa part ng West Philippine Sea. Tapos itong Ilocos Norte naman, nakaharap siya sa Taiwan. Pinaka-importante rito yung yung dito sa Ilocos Norte. Kasi nagbabadya ang tensyon o ang gera na mangyari, mga tol. Hindi naman dito sa mga part na to dito. Kasi dito, no-occupy ng China, marami silang naitayo dyan ng mga na mga reclaimed island. Pero ang tension na namumuo talaga na posibleng pagmulan ng gera is dito banda. Dahil nga gustong-gustong sakupin ng China itong Taiwan dahil nga ang sinasabi nila yan ay kanilang probinsya. Just like this little island here, yan, ganun din ang turing nila rito sa Taiwan. No? So since tayo maraming mga Pilipinong nagtatrabaho sa napakaliit na bansang to na kung titignan mo malaki pa itong Luzon, pero di hamak na mas mayaman tong bansang to kumpara mo sa buong bansa natin. Kaya nga mga Pilipino nagtatrabaho dito di ba? Kung mas mayaman tayo, ba't pa sila pupunta diyan? So yun nga, no, dahil nga meron tayong almost 300 OFWs na nandirito sa Taiwan, magiging involved talaga tayo dyan. Bakit? Kasi nga irelikas natin yan kung sakasakaling sumiklab. At ang pinakamabilis na daan dito. Diba? Wag lang tayong pupunteryahin ng China. Dahil pag pinunterya tayo ng China o inatake nila tayo habang nililikas natin yung ating mga OFW, kumbaga invitation yun. O sali na kayo. Diba? Parang ganun yun mga tol. Kaya tayo naghahanda. Diba? Kaya naghahanda, nagkakaroon ng balikatan. At bukod dyan, mga tol, andirito kasi yung West Philippine Sea kung saan sinasakop ng China yan. Na sa isang maling galaw ng China dahil sa kanilang agresibong galaw, sa kanilang pagbangga, sa kanilang pang-water cannon o kaya sa pagiging agresibo ng mga warship nila, pwede maging mitya rin yan ng gera. Kaya rin tayo naghahanda rito.
This is Taiwan.
These initiatives are not solely about demonstrating power. They epitomize partnership in action, dedicated to safeguarding people, preserving peace, and preparing for future challenges.
And VK-25 is set to introduce new capabilities that have been developed over the course of many, many years and spoken of already, frankly, here in the media. All here to bring together our capabilities to demonstrate and reassure the region that while we remain committed to peace, we also possess credible combat power that backs up that commitment.
Etong mga balikatan exercises na to, pwede nyo siyang i-compare sa isang rehearsal. Diba? Sa isang rehearsal na binubuo ng maraming tao, halimbawa isang dance, isang sayaw, para maging maayos yung communication, para hindi gulo-gulo, kailangan ng rehearsal. Diba? So ganun yung ginagawa. Siyempre, sundalong Pilipino, sundalong Amerikano, kung sakasakaling dumating sa pagkakataong kakailanganin na etong mga pinag-ensayuhan natin o kaya mapapasabak na tayo, alam na nila kung paano sila makikipag-communicate sa isa-isa, yung interoperability na sinasabi nga nila, interoperability. Yan. At saka siyempre, yung mga advanced weapon ng US na idineploy dito sa Pilipinas, mga tol, is magagamit ng ating mga sundalong Pilipino with or without the American troops, no? Hindi naman pwedeng i-deploy nila rito tapos sila lang din ang nakakaalam niyan. Anong gagawin ng mga Pilipino diyan? Hindi nila magagamit, di ba? So itinuturo na rin 'yon. Halimbawa, yung Typhoon, yung Nemesis, tinuturo na sa mga sundalong Pilipino kung paano i-operate yung mga ganong klaseng advanced weapon.
The commitment and our promise to maintain a free and open Indo-Pacific.
Go all out.
For Balikatan 2025, the Philippines, the US, Japan and Australia brought out all the big guns. From artillery to air defense systems to long-range anti-ship missiles. Everything was fired and tested. Here's what the drills majorly included. Amphibian assault operations, counter-terrorism drills, air dominance patrols, sea combat missions, enhancing logistical systems, and improving camaraderie.
That's something, our treaty obligations, that's the longest treaty obligation in the Pacific. That's something we always take seriously. For the United States Marine Corps, we've never left the Pacific. Even when we were fighting in Iraq and Afghanistan, we've never left the Pacific.
This type of training is absolutely invaluable to us to be able to get out here to operate with our treaty ally and to be able to set up a defense like this and integrate all of our systems is just remarkable, and we're really grateful for the opportunity.
Kaya importante itong treaty natin sa Amerika, dapat pahalagahan natin to Diba? Kasi hindi naman biro-biro mga tol mag-modernize ng armas o mag-modernize ng army. Mahabang panahon, hindi naman ito yung tipong pag-order natin ng barko, kinabukasan o next week nandyan na. Hindi naman Shopee deliver yan di ba? Inaabot din ng taon yan. Halimbawa, order tayo ng 5, gano'n, aabutin ng 5 hanggang 10 taon yan bago makakompleto mga tol. Ganong katagal yun. So habang tayo'y nagpapalakas, kailangan natin ng mga buddy, kailangan natin ng mga kapatid na tutulong sa atin para hindi tayo apihin. Alam naman natin mga tol kahit na gusto nating kaibiganin ng lahat, meron isang bansang ayaw tayong bahagian ng biyaya. Gusto kanila lahat o ayaw tayong kaibigan.
This year's drills also included a few new things. Like simulated assaults to retake islands captured by an enemy. The exercise never named the enemy, but for some reason, China got offended.
Tama. Kahit na hindi sila pangalanan, no? Sinasalo naman nila lahat The battle for Sandy Cay. Halimbawa, ito na lang, di ba? Kahit na ito'y pasok sa teritoryo ng Pag-asa Island, sinasabi ng China na kontrolado na daw nila yan. O, kita mo. Pero mo may ganun pala.
Tensions in the Indo-Pacific spiked during exercise Balikatan. That's when China seized a small sandbank in the West Philippine Sea. Known as the Sandy Cay, this disputed reef falls in the Spratly Islands. Both China and the Philippines stake claim to the reef. Only this time, Beijing jumped at the chance to capture it. Then, they blamed the Philippines for raising tensions in the region.
Tiexian Reef is part of China's Nansha Islands and is an uninhabited reef.
Lahat na lang part nila
China's rights protection and law enforcement activities there are conducted in accordance with the law.
Accordance with the law pa rin.
Aimed at countering the Philippines' illegal landings and other acts of infringement and provocation.
Kasalanan ulit ng Pilipinas. Tayo yung illegal. Tayo yung nagpo-provoke.
But after a short photo op, the Chinese troops left. Within a matter of hours, the Philippines made its move. Their special forces retook the island and planted a Filipino flag.
There is no truth whatsoever to the claim of the Chinese Coast Guard that the Pag-asa case has been seized. No? The facts on the ground do not support this statement coming from the Chinese Coast Guard.
Saka para sa lahat ng Pilipino, ewan ko kung mayroon pang hindi nakakaalam diba? Dapat lahat tayo alam yan Nasa loob yan ng ating exclusive economic zone. Yung sinasabi ng China na naaayon sa batas, di ba? Anong batas ang sinasabi nila? Batas lang nila yun. International waters yan. Di ba? Yan, hindi naman yan part ng isang bansa talaga eh. Nasa loob yan ng exclusive economic zone natin mga tol. So tayo may karapatan dyan. At saka isa pa, nasa territorial waters yan ng Pag-asa Island which is okupado natin. Di ba? Doon nagkakaroon ng tension eh. Yung kapag hindi mo na nga pag-aari o kapag hindi na nga bakuran mo pero pilit mo pa rin inaagaw at kinukuha mo yung mga pananim, doon tayo nagkakaproblema. Hindi kasi kapayapaan yung gusto ng China, mga tol. Ang gusto talaga nila, gulo eh. Pero ayaw rin naman nila mapasabak sa gulo kasi malalantad sa buong mundo kung gaano sila kahina.
All of this happened in the backdrop of Exercise Balikatan. Basically, Manila had pushed back with Washington's help, which only infuriated Beijing.
The South China Sea should be a sea of peace, cooperation, and friendship.
Diba? Napakahilig nila sa ganung pananalita. Sea of peace, communication, friendship. Samantalang sino ang unang-unang gumagawa ng hakbang para magkaroon ng gulo? Sila number 1 eh. Bakit? Sila yung nanghahabol. Sila yung nangwa-water cannon. Sila yung agresibo. Baliktad talaga eh, no?
The South China Sea should be a sea of peace, cooperation, and friendship. However, the Philippines holds a candle to the devil by currying favor and colluding with the U.S. and other outside countries to make provocations. It frequently conducts the so-called joint patrols and exercises and invites and deploys strategic and tactical weapons, which seriously undermines the common interests of regional countries. We firmly oppose any country strengthening military deployment in the region and provoking tensions and confrontation under the excuse of the Taiwan issues.
Kahit na sinong bansa may karapatan makipag-ugnayan sa ibang bansa at magkaroon ng alyansa.
While the Filipino military was busy sharpening its sword, Manila was laying out the red carpet for some friends, like Japan and New Zealand. They signed comprehensive defense agreements with the Filipino government. Japanese Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba signed a regional security pact with President Marcos Jr.
Ito yung dapat na ginawa ni Duterte dati, no? Imbis na murahin niya yung mga taga-Western, wala eh. Ang ginawa niya kasi minura niya na minura eh, no? Ang gusto niya kasi dumikit na lang kay Xi Jinping. Yakapin na lang yung China eh. Hindi natin ipinagtatabuyan ng China. Don't get me wrong mga kapatid. Don't get me wrong. Pero mga tol, hindi balanse. Masyado silang malakas para sa atin. Kaya ang nangyayari, laging pabor sa kanila yung gusto nila mangyari. Laging gusto nila, sige friend tayo pero dapat ganito, dapat ganyan, dapat ganun. Kilalanin ninyo yung 9-dash line. Kilalanin ninyo na etong bahaging to ng dagat is teritoryo ng China. Kilalanin ninyo na wala kayong West Philippine Sea. Wala kayong exclusive economic zone. Hindi patas mga tol. Hindi patas. Hindi kaibigan yung ganun.
On security, as we see the deepening of our bilateral cooperation in a multi-layered way in the recent years, we agreed to start the negotiation on ACSA, or the Acquisition and Cross-Servicing Agreement. We also confirmed to start government-to-government discussion on potential conclusions of Security of Information Agreement in the future. In addition, we affirm the importance of the Japan, Philippines, and the United States trilateral cooperation.
Japan has been of great assistance in helping us achieve our aspiration for peace and friendship with all nations with strength and with integrity. Further, we have agreed to start negotiations on an acquisition and cross-servicing agreement.
Doon nagkaroon ng kasalanan sa atin ng Japan, ganoon din ng Amerika. Nung panahon ng unang ikalawang gerang pandaigdig mga tol at nung mga panahon ng pagkatas ng Kastila kasi Amerikano na pumalit eh. Diba? Do sinakop nila tayo, parehas yan. Pero hindi natin kasi kailangan panghawakan yung nakaraan eh. Diba? Kasi lagi nga nating sinasabing, hindi nga tayo sinakop dati ng China, eh ngayon naman nila tayo ginigipit. Anong pinagkaiba nun? Kung sinakop tayo noon ng Japan pero kaibigan natin sila ngayon. Diba? Ang importante kasi lagi yung ngayon. Wala na tayong magagawa para sa nakaraan pero may magagawa tayo para sa kinabukasan.
Then, the Philippines signed a military pact with New Zealand, paving the way for more bilateral drills. And just like that, China got triggered.
Triggered.
We urge Japan to follow the path of peaceful development and act cautiously in the military and security fields.
Ayan na naman sila sa peaceful.
We oppose any actions that form cliques and exacerbate regional tensions.
Under President Marcos Jr., the Philippines has gotten closer to the United States, along with Japan, Australia, New Zealand, and India. Manila doesn't want war, but it doesn't want to be pressured by Beijing's arm twisting.
Tama yung sinabi ng reporter. Hindi gusto ng Manila ang gera, pero hindi tayo pwedeng magpaalila dito.
While some say that Exercise Balikatan could provoke China, many say these drills are necessary to preserve the balance of power and to maintain a free and independent Indo-Pacific region.
Tama. Diba kahit naman sila ginagawa nila yung mga military drills na ganyan eh. Angal lang sila ng angal sa atin tapos panay gaslighting sila. Bilang mga Pilipino, ano masasabi nyo dyan? Comment na lamang kayo sa ibaba. Hanggang sa muli mga tol, ako nga pala si Shobal D. Peace out.